Hi, welcome again to Heat. I'm Paula, with me Cherie and Julia, and today we're going to be working on your abdominal wall, your tummy muscles. Now lots of people say, gee, if I do 20 sit-ups a day, am I going to have a nice, firm, flat stomach? Well, I wish it were that simple. You do have to watch your diet and do lots of cardiovascular exercise, of course, to burn the body fat. But I tell you what, doing regular abdominal strength training is going to give you the appearance of a firmer, leaner waistline, as well as give you strength to support your lower back. So let's get into it, shall we? First of all, we're going to do a bit of a warm-up and just loosen up the muscles through the midsection. So I want you to just tap to the side and give me some shoulder rolls back. Up and down. If you're having trouble coordinating this move, you can just do your shoulder rolls without adding that little hip action. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Great work. Now how's your swimming? Because we're going to do the backstroke. With your little finger heading back first, just like when you're in the pool. Backstroke. How you going there, girls? Backstroke, pass that arm right by your ear, stretching up. Beautiful. All right, grab the rope, and I want you to climb a rope that you're imagining is hanging from the ceiling. You put one arm up and then the other arm as you drag your body up, bit by bit. Good. Are you climbing hard? Nice. All right, now keep the feet still and just isolate the upper body, isolate your rib cage, and keep climbing. Couple more. I think we're to the top. All right, swing it through, reach, swing and reach. Just loosening up. Great, taking your arms out to the side. Knees are softly bent and just drop your hips forward. Can you keep this part of your body completely still? Let's see how much control you've got. I want you to lift your ribs up away from your hips and isolate those ribs to the side, to the side. Just imagine you're the centerpiece in a tug of war. Okay? Someone's got your right arm, someone's got your left arm, and they're pulling you side to side. A little faster. Oh, that's great. All right, let it go. Let your hips go a little bit. Did you feel that separation from the ribs and the hips? Let's see how you go this time. Bringing your arms down and hip rolls around. This time we're isolating the lower body, trying to keep the upper body still. Keep your feet flat on the ground. That's good. Now see if you can isolate it further. Lift up onto one toe and just to one side. So you've got your toe up and rotating around on one side. Looking good. All right, heels down, let's go the other way. Sometimes you'll find you have a preferred side and you feel more comfortable rotating in a particular direction. Just takes a little bit of practice. Good. Up onto that toe now and isolate, isolate, round it goes. If you feel a bit awkward up on the toe, drop the heel back down and just keep those hips rolling over. Now you know you've got some tummy muscles. They're stretching, they're limbering up, ready for some strong contractions coming up in just a few minutes. All right, ready for some side stretching. I want you to bend one knee, lean down on that side and reach over, keeping your chest open to the front. Try not to close it in. That's great. Good work. And the other way. Over we go. Good work. And relax. Hands to your knees are bent. Roll your chest down. And up we come with a bit of a cat arch of the back. Roll it down, chest is out. And arching your back, rounding your shoulders, pull it up, tuck your head in. Let's have a look at this. Down we go, and roll it up. Perfect. Other side. Roll it up. A few more. Are you feeling nice and stretched through the abdominal area? Because we're going to do some serious contracting of the abdominal muscles in just a moment. You'll need a mat. You might want to go and get your mat now. You need to get yourself comfortable lying on your backs on the floor, and we'll be doing that in just a tick. Have you got your mats out, comfortably on the floor and ready to go? Girls, I'll get you to lie down on your backs with your knees bent. I remember when people first started working on their abdominal muscles many years ago, and they used to do their sit-ups with their legs out straight. Now, you might notice when Cherie has her legs out straight, just move your arms out of the way, Cherie. There's a bit of an arch happening under her back. The minute she bends her knees and puts her feet on the floor, the back is going to flatten out and lend support. So that's why it's important to have your knees bent when you're doing abdominal work. Okay, put your hands behind your heads, just loosely back, elbows nice and wide, and coming up for a crunch, a little sit up. You don't have to come up a long way, 2 counts up and 2 counts down. So just a moderate pace, take it easy, up for 2, down for 2. See how Cherie's got a good distance here between her chin and her chest, which is fantastic. A common mistake that's made is people come up with their sit-up and they bring their elbows forward. Could you show us what happens, Cherie? The elbows come forward and the chin comes in tight. Now look at Cherie's neck when she does that. You can see that overstretching through the neck area. Just go back, take your elbows out wide, and now demonstrate a nice, easy sit-up. See the difference? Her head's resting back into her hands and lending support to her neck. Now, if you're doing your sit-ups regularly and you're saying to yourself, and I hear a lot of people say this, gee, I'm getting a sore neck. It's probably because you are closing those elbows in, bringing the head down and overstretching the muscles through the neck. So Cherie's doing them beautifully now. Okay, have a little rest. Let's make it a little bit more intense. This time you're coming up and you're going to stay up in that fully contracted position for 3 counts. So let's go up. 1, 2, 3, and down. Give me a little pulse, Cherie. Up 1, 2, 3, and down. Now to make sure, as your muscles are getting tired, that you don't start dropping the head down, look up at the roof. In fact, look right behind you. So looking up, not looking forward, will ensure that you do keep your chin up in the right position. So pulsing it in. Can you feel it? You can see the abdominal muscles shortening and tightening. If I were to punch Cherie in the tummy right now, and I'm not going to hold it up, but how tight, how switched on and protected is your abdominal wall? That's great. Let's have a look and see how Julia's going. Good. I'll get you to slow it down now, Julia. Come up super slow. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Great. Lots of control there. Elbows are out wide, chin is up. And hold it for me. If I were an ant creeping along the floor, I don't think I'd be able to get in underneath Julia's back. There's not a gap there for me to crawl through, and that's exactly what I want to see. Have a little rest. You girls deserve a little stretch, I think. Just put your hands down by your side. And all right, take your hands behind your head and stretch out as long as possible. Take a bit of pressure off that abdominal wall for a moment. But I'm not through with you yet. How are you going at home? You getting a burn? Periodically, just stretch out like this. Let the rectus abdominis and all the muscles through the torso have a nice rest. And they do recover quickly. I think you're ready to go. All right, bending those knees up. And I want you to tip your knees over to the side. Put your hands behind your head. Now, your upper body is still facing the ceiling in the same way as when you were on your back. The only thing that's happened is your knees have tipped over. So now the focus is on your oblique muscles here at the side. So coming up and down 2 counts, Julia. Up, 2, down, 2. You can see the focus, the shortening in here. That's great. So be careful when you do your oblique work that you don't twist your upper body over to that same side. It's important that you keep it open through the chest and shoulders. Okay, now taking one arm free, this top arm, actually put this one back behind your head, Julia, and let's just do some pulses. So hand out, and I want you to pulse. Keep your chest facing the ceiling and just pulsing up and down. That's the way. Perfect. She's not getting that rest period that she was getting before when we went up and down. Now she's in that contracted position over and over. And you can feel that more, yeah? That's great. If you feel any discomfort behind your head, put your other hand behind your head and give it some support. Now I want you to do the other side of your body during the break so that we're ready to do some more abdominal work when we come back. Don't forget the other side, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, we're ready to do the hover now, and it's given a really unusual name because, well, it's a challenge. And it's easy for me to smile, I'm not doing it. But you guys, I'm going to put you to the test, and you two at home. I'm going to describe the hover to you, and then with my stopwatch, I'm going to see how long you can hold it for. Now, if you're a beginner and you haven't done a lot of abdominal work, I want you to aim at holding the position for about